Right now, we spend more than 3 billion hours a week playing online games. And if you think about how much time and energy that is and how much effort we put into solving virtual problems in games, I think it would be really interesting to try to take some percentage of that, maybe 1 in every 10 gaming hours, and apply that effort and collaboration to solving real-world problems. So that's the kind of games that I try to make, games that can connect gamers with real-world problems like stopping climate change or ending hunger and poverty. It turns out when we're playing our favorite games, we unlock some kind of instinctive ability to be curious, to be motivated, to be optimistic, to learn from our mistakes and be really resilient in the face of failure. And we're more likely to collaborate with other people, to cooperate, to teach each other, and to ask for help when we need it. These are all skills and abilities that we could bring to solving real-world problems. It might surprise you, but with the organizations that I've worked with, like the World Bank Institute or the New York Public Library or the American Heart Association, I haven't actually had to do much work to convince them that they wanted to make a game. They actually already came to that conclusion themselves. They were looking at how engaged young people were with games, the kind of time and energy we spend with them, and they sort of came to the conclusion on their own that they wanted to do a game. So I've actually been very lucky. I think that a lot of forward-looking organizations already see that the future is games, and they're ready to experiment and innovate. One of the things that's really interesting about the gaming industry is how it combines all of the different art forms into a kind of mega art form. So, there are video games that have several novels length worth of dialogue and reading that you do in the game. They have music, they have architecture and building the virtual worlds, they have social interactions, so sort of like the arts of social engineering engage, and of course the beautiful visuals. So when you think about it that way, there's really a lot of art and engineering that goes into a game experience, and it's an opportunity to have storytelling, to have music, to have visual arts, and to explore them all together in one way. It used to be that we thought of theater, live theater, as being kind of the most sum total of all the arts, but I think now that gaming is giving theater a run for its money in that way. So there are actually a few games that you can play if you want to kind of get your hands-on with games that are actually changing the world. If you want to be a citizen scientist, for example, you can play a game called Fold It, all one word. That's a game created by scientists at the University of Washington to teach ordinary gamers how to do something called protein folding, which is a kind of virtual puzzle solving that can help you come up with new treatments for AIDS or cancer. There's another game called Galaxy Zoo where you can help scientists study film of the universe, and just last week gamers discovered a new planet. So you can play these games, Fold It or Galaxy Zoo, kind of get your hands on. There's also a website for Games for Change, the organization that keeps track of lots of games that are coming out to help solve real problems. And I have a secret headquarters online called Gameful, like playful but gameful. And we have about 5,000 folks there now who are all working on ways to bring these gamer superpowers into education, into healthcare, into real life. And so you should join us there and get involved.